I would like to commemorate my mother because I aspire to be like her, strong-willed and determined to accomplish anything I set my mind to. My mother has made me into the woman I am today, and I have always been active in my life with sports. And anything that I do, my mother has always been my number one fan. She was, she would always push me to never quit and to give 110% no matter what. Now time to talk about background of my mother. My mother's birthday is January 28th, 1965. She was born in Marrero, Louisiana, and she was actually born on the West Bank is what they call it, but technically it's the East Bank of the Mississippi River. My mother, you would say, grew up as like the black sheep of her family because she was the wild one. She tried stuff. She was out always doing something that she wasn't supposed to, I guess. And my mother ended up falling in love with my dad whenever she was young. And so then she ran away from home to be with my dad. And she ran to Killeen, Texas, where my dad was stationed. And my parents got married in 1982. And my mother, when she ran away from home, she dropped out of school. And she wanted to finish high school, so she went back to school and managed to graduate in 1984 with her diploma. And then they ended up moving to Palestine, Texas, and she needed a job, so she started managing. And so she started managing at a couple places, and then she had my sisters in 1988 and 1990. And so my mom knew that she needed a better career to stand with the girls, to raise them right, and to give them a life they want. And so she became a correctional officer, and she started out as a correctional officer 1, and then she had 2 more children in 1996 and 1998, and she was then ranked Correctional Officer 3 whenever she quit, and then we moved to Kill, Mississippi to start her new journey at Harrison County Sheriff's Department. And then she started as a correctional field officer, and then within the year she got promoted to field training officer, and then within the following year she became a sergeant. And a few years ranked in sergeant, she became a captain, which skips lieutenant, so she skipped a couple. And then after 2 years, she became a deputy warden, which she is right now today. And right now she is going on for 25 years in the correctional field, making money. And she's the deputy warden at the Harrison County Jail right now. And then, with all that being said, my mother has always taught me never to give up and to always keep trying. My mother has showed me that in life. Whenever she was kicked down, she learned to raise back up from where she was in life and to keep going forward. And she always taught me to set goals and to challenge my skills and to move forward in life and to challenge myself. And then she's always been there no matter what, even whenever I felt like I didn't deserve somebody there, she was always there. And she's my best friend, and she's always showed me that the true meaning of love, and to love like today's the last day and tomorrow you'll never get. And to say, and always say what you want to say and never leave a stone unturned. And then my mother has always been a rock to hold my family together. So she will always be the dedicated, hard-working woman that I know, because in all of her life she overcome so many accomplishments, and she has the drive to just keep going forward, and that she always showed me that if the road was ever to get really hard, to keep going forward. And so I've learned over the years that you never give up, even if it's challenging. My mother is my best friend in my whole world, and I hope someday I can just be just as great as her, and that can be amazing mother like she was to my family.